Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 263 Sports News ZW and Happy New Year to everyone. So I'd like to thank everyone who have been with us in 2025, supporting us and giving some good comments, some bad comments, and also trying to give us some positive feedbacks, especially to those who love football. And today I have a very special topic which we are going to discuss. So I've been busy, so I didn't have time to come and do a live session. But today I have some time. So we are going to talk about this game which was played between Zimbabwe and South Africa. I know a lot of people they are angry. I know a lot of people they are sharing their opinions in terms of what happened. Was there any mistake on on some of our players? And so this is one of the topics which we are going to cover today. And we're going to talk about what should be done by ZIFA to improve our national team. We know that every time we go for the Africa Cup of Nations, we are not proceeding to the next stage, which is the round of 16. We are just playing our three games and we come back home. So, what should be done for our next edition of the Africa Cup of Nations, where we are going to play for the qualifications? And if we qualify, what are we supposed to do to make sure that we improve our performances? All right. So I'm going to invite people to come on our uh, live session. Okay. And we'll be discussing, I'll be checking some comments. What you'll be commenting about. And I hope we are going to have some good time together. So check if we have anyone right here. So the first thing which we want to talk about, sorry guys, I was just trying to put some, I want to see the comments. All right, so we want to talk about the goals which were scored by South Africa. I know a lot of people they are talking about some players making some mistakes, whether these mistakes were genuine or it was intentional or it was a mistake. We are going to find out what exactly happened with these players. So the first thing is about the first goal which was scored by South Africa. It was a deflection of Devine Lunga's block. So I don't understand if we can blame Devine Lunga here in terms of whether he can take the blame for the first goal because it was a deflection. He was trying to block a shot, and at the same time, it was unfortunate that he didn't block properly, and it ended up at the back of the net. And Arubi was not going to recover from that deflection, which was done by Devine Lunga. So a lot of people they are saying that the first goal it goes to Devine Lunga, which I disagree. I don't think uh, it was intentional. He was just trying to block. And some people are saying that he was supposed to make sure that he's closing the gap so that the striker was not supposed to get that chance to have a shot. But these are some of the things which we can see from different people sharing some opinions. But I don't know what you think about the first goal. From my side, I don't think it was a mistake from Divine Lunga. We see every time we see these deflections happening. And also, if you look at the second goal, which was scored by Zimbabwe, it was a deflection also, right? So, and we cannot blame the South African defender for the second goal. because it was saved by the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, the defender was just close, and he could not avoid the ball which was coming off from the goalkeeper, and it ended at the back of the net. And we cannot blame anyone for this. But yeah, like what I said, we have different mindset, we have different opinions. So at the end of the day, people are sharing what they think that it's what happened. But I don't think it was something which we can say that Divine Lunga was responsible. Even Washington Arubi as well. All right, then we go to the second goal, which was scored by South Africa, and I had a video which I posted on my page. I was talking about this goal. It's debatable based on how you want to uh, analyze it. Maybe you're looking at Divine Lunga alone, or you're looking at Washington Arubi alone, or you want to combine both the defender and the goalkeeper. All right. But from my side, I'm going to share what I think about this goal, which was scored by South Africa. It was a mistake. The first thing we want to see the decision making by Divine Lunga. All right. So his decision making was very poor. He was not under pressure, so there was no pressure from strikers. Nobody was just close to him. He was just supposed to hold the ball and look which area is more safe. Or I think it was more safe to have a back pass coming from his foot than from the header. So it was a poor decision making which he did, and at the end of the day, it gave a lot of pressure to Washington Arubi. Like what I said, Washington Arubi was trying to clean up the mess which was done by Lunga. But at the end of the day, he's the one taking a lot of responsibility. A lot of people pointing at him that he's the one who didn't react quickly. But if you look at the ball, unfortunately, I cannot post the video here because sometimes, if you post these videos, copyrights will affect my page. So if you I'll try to bring if I get the chance to bring the photo, but the photo will not do justice. We need a video to see exactly uh, how everything transpired. But if you look at the ball, when Devine Lunga did a back pass to Washington Arubi, there was no way Washington Arubi was going to come for the ball outside the box. And with the height of the ball, there was no way Arubi was going to use his head to clear the ball because of the height. It was a little bit much higher. Even if you jump, he was not going to make it. And it was too risky for him to try and clear the ball outside the box because he will end up attempting to use his hands to touch the or to clear the ball. And in that process, he was going to get a red card. And at the same time, he waited for the ball. So there were two things here which he was supposed to do, either to go for the ball outside the box or wait for the ball inside the box. And he chose to stay. And this is the reason why you see that he didn't go for the ball. And he waited for the ball to come inside the box. And at the same time, Foster was very much active, and he was alert. And it was a 50-50 now. And some people were saying that he was supposed to be aggressive towards the striker, which I believe yes. At the same time, don't forget that we have Vieira, and it was going to be reviewed if he had made a very violent contact with the striker, and definitely maybe it was going to be a penalty, and most probably a red card, maybe because based on how the referee was going to review the incident, maybe it was going to be an opportunity to deny a striker to score. Then, because he was the last man, that would be a penalty and a red card. So that was going to be the worst case which we're going to have here. But like what I said, that this is debatable. You can debate whether you want to blame Arubi, you want to blame Lunga. But from my side, it was a mess from Lunga. And at the end of the day, uh, Arubi was under pressure, and at the same time, his decision making was based on what is best for him. Unfortunately, because we had strikers who were very much alert as compared to our side. Okay, so these are some of the balls which our strikers or our strikers mostly benefit from. You are just alert, trying to make sure that you see if the defender is going to make some mistakes. And here we go. There was a mistake from Lunga, and Foster was ready to take that chance, and it was um, a goal from Foster. So I think this goal, at the end of the day, we say we don't want to blame anyone, but people are very much frustrated. They end up blaming or pointing to some players. Then yes, Mr. Farai, why can't he punch the ball? Okay, so punching the ball, you have to be the first one to arrive at the ball. And if you look at the ball, I was watching this video. I don't know how many times I've been watching this video to understand exactly how Arubi was supposed to deal with this ball, because he arrived a little bit late. And if you could see that Foster was much more in control of the ball than Arubi. And if he missed the ball and go for the striker, it was going to be another case also, whereby he was going to get a red card, and most probably it was going to be a penalty. So these are some of the things that we need to see exactly. Was there any chance for Arubi to make a clear sort of to clear the ball without creating another mess? Because definitely he was going to be punished if he had um, aggressively went for the striker. So yes, we know that the inside the box, this is the territory of the goalkeeper, but at the same time, we need to understand that these days we are playing with technology. We have a video assistant referee. There's no way we are going to uh, escape a lot of challenges. They are going to be reviewed, and if the video assistant referee officials are spot on, will be punished for that. And this is what we have to understand, especially in our era whereby we are using technology. So yes, I believe like if it was a long time back, it was going to be easy. You walk away from a lot of challenges, but with Vieira, it's very very difficult. All right, then we go to the third goal, which was scored by South Africa. So this one, I believe a lot of people know what happened with Marvelous Nakamba. But the main question is, was it intentional or it was a mistake? So the first thing which we have to understand here is that the ball was not even going for we can say it was off target. There was no way it was going in. And Arubi was covering already the post. So, which means we have one thing here which we need to understand. Was there a communication between Arubi and Nakamba? So, we don't know whether they communicated or they didn't, because we didn't see that, or among themselves they can tell us what happened. Was there did Arubi communicated to Nakamba, or there was time, because some of the things they happen, there's no time to react quickly. But it was off target, it was going out. We don't know why Nakamba went for that ball. And if you look exactly what happened, it looks like he extended his hand towards the ball. It was not like a ball to hand. If it was a ball to hand, then we can understand. But I don't think it was ball to hand. He extended his hand towards the ball, and that's why it was given as a penalty. And his hand was not in natural position. And this is another thing also which we have uh, to check here. So was his hand in natural position? No. And I believe that this was like a silly mistake. I can say like that, or it was a silly intentional attempt to clear the ball, maybe forgetting that there is a video assistant referee, and we got punished for that. I believe a draw against South Africa was going to be a fair result for Zimbabwe. We are going to come back with 2 points. That was going to be a fair performance than to come back with two defeats and one draw. And losing against South Africa is not something which we can accept because uh, they are our neighbor. We tend to enjoy much of upper hand against them. So every time we play against South Africa, we must win. There's no way we can lose to South Africa. But before this game, I did a video which I said that South Africa had the upper hand and they were going to win this game based on what we were doing, based on the previous games which Zimbabwe against Angola and Egypt. And also, if you look at the games which were played by South Africa against Egypt and Angola, they lost against Egypt, but it was just like a dubious penalty which was awarded against South Africa. But they played very well against Egypt, and we are going to see how they're going to perform against Cameroon. So, are we supporting South Africa? Are we supporting Mozambique? So these are the two teams from the Southern Africa which are still at the Africa Cup of Nations. And like what I said, I'm going to support Mozambique. I don't have anything against South Africa, but I feel that Mozambique is playing more entertaining football than South Africa. All right, so we go back to our case. So, what do you think? Was this a mistake from Nakamba? And we are still yet to see his apology. I saw one interview for just after the game where he apologized, but I think we need to come back again and do another apology to us because I a lot of people they are still angry with him. I know, but it's part of football. Sometimes players they tend to make some dubious decisions which cost the team, but we don't have anything to to do or to control what they do inside the pitch. All right. So then we go to the last issue about the Warriors, about the national team. What should be done? We have been to AFCON for some time now, but no better results. We are always crashing out in group stages, and in most cases, managing one win or zero wins. All right. So what are we supposed to do? So one of the most important things which you are supposed to do here is Zifa has to start a project. They must bring in a coach. We know that Mario Marinica has 1 year contract, which is not enough. Which is not enough. After 1 year, then what? You are going to bring another coach, and if that coach doesn't perform up to the standards, then we fire again. Then we bring another one. So which means we are rotating a lot of coaches which are not developing our football. So Zifa has to do something in regards to which best option they can take in terms of the recruitment. Are they going to give the coach 5 year contract, 10 years contract? I know that sometimes they will not cross over 5 years with the coach or going to 10 years, but at least they have to sign a long term contract, which is going to give the coach a lot of options to build his own team. Mario Marinica came 2 months before the Africa Cup of Nations and he didn't know any player. Even until to date, he doesn't know all the Zimbabwean players, including those who play local and those who play abroad. He doesn't know them. So whether it was which performance targets were given Mario by Zifa? Of course, it's for the AFCON. What else? He was supposed to win to go to the next stages of Africa Cup of Nations. There is nothing more, Mr. Takuzwa Chinakizwa. So these are some of the things which uh, we can say that the target for him was to cross the group stages, going into the last 16, but he didn't manage to reach the round of 16. And we don't know what is going to happen between Zifa and him. Are they going to renew his contract? I have a feeling, I have a feeling that Marinica is not that bad. A lot of people, they're comparing with Michael Nice. They think Michael Nice is much better, but this gentleman is good. I can say he's not that bad. The only thing which we need to understand here is: are we giving him enough resources? Are we giving him enough time? Are we telling him that don't worry, even if you lose some matches, you're not going to lose your job? Because we need to, when you're building a project, there's a lot of things which are going to happen. Definitely, the team is going to lose some games, a lot of games. And at the end of the day, those uh, losses against any team which they will play against, they must not be uh, looked as something which is serious, because it's a process. That will be a process whereby we are building a strong team, which will give results most probably after 3, 4 years. But is Zifa ready to do that? We don't know. Do they have the resources to do this? We don't know, because you need a lot of resources. The coach has to travel a lot. He has to go to eastern region. He has to go to southern region. He has to go to central region. He has to travel to Bulawayo. He has to go to Mtare. He has to go to Kariba, watching these teams playing. And it's not only for Harare teams. We have seen that Michael Onis has been only rounding in Harare, not going to other cities to watch other clubs playing. Okay, they have to go to Gibo, they have to go to Greenfield, all these teams. This is how they can scout talent, and they have to go to schools as well. Especially in schools, this is where we find young talent. And if we don't do that, we are just choose the players from the clubs. I don't think it's enough. The coach must have a headache to choose the first 11, or to choose a 28 main squad which will represent Zimbabwe for the Africa Cup of Nations. It should be hard for the coach, because you have a lot of talent surrounding uh, uh, the uh, the national team. But if it is easy, then it means we are not doing our job to scout some players. We need more in our football. Uh, what more, Mister? Is it Annalisa Kawonde? Is it a lady or a gentleman? So you can let me know what exactly you are saying here. What exactly we need more in our football. All right. So we need to find out how Zifa is going to solve this issue, because we cannot keep on complaining each and every time. We cannot keep on crying and crying every time we go for the AFCON. There's nothing which is coming out, no positive results. So, which means there's something which is wrong. Look at Mozambique. There's no way Mozambique can play better football than us. We have much better, we are in a better position to perform better than Mozambique. But if you look at it, it looks like Mozambique is getting better, and we are going down. And even if we play, like, for example, local clubs in Mozambique, if they play against our local clubs in Zimbabwe, I believe they will beat us, because we are not up to the standards. We cannot compete against them. That's why we have challenges also when we perform at Cup Confederation Cup. Yeah, we need the coach. So the biggest question is, do we need a local coach, or we need a foreign coach? I was looking at some comments. There were some posts which were done for the past AFCON results for Zimbabwe, with Charles Mhlauri, Chidzambwa, Norman Mapeza, and other coaches. And they were saying that Norman Mapeza was better. I didn't see any better here. As long we didn't progress to the next stage, it was all bad results. Because to be in a better position, we must go to the next round, which is the round of 16 quarterfinals or semifinals. So if we are always crashing out from the group stages, then it means we are not doing enough. Or if we are not a third best uh, team, then what are we saying? Are we saying that Nomina Mapeza was good because he came back with 3 points? No, we don't want 3 points. We want to qualify for the next stage. So this is where we are missing. So I don't know if Zifa is prepared for this. Are they going to do something in the next 5 years? I don't know. But the first thing which is supposed to be done here is I think our local clubs need to improve. Our local league need to improve as well. If we have a very strong league, then it means that we have a very strong national team because we can select from those players. And again, we we can look at the selection as well. So it's one of the important things. So our selection, our team selection, our we can say our squad selection was not done properly. We have issues surrounding Muneti, issues surrounding Zemura, and at the AFCON we have issues with Maswanise. Uh, now he's called Maswahasile. A lot of South Africans they don't know how to pronounce his name, so they are saying his name is Maswahasile. So if I have a video which I posted, a lot of South Africans they are laughing at Bokazi that he was cooked by Maswani. So these are some of the issues we saw that the team selection, the first 11 was not done properly, and there's no way Maswani was being benched ahead of players like Washington Navaya and Boni. And when he came in, he showed that I'm the one who is supposed to be playing as number 9. But, you know, we have our coaches, we have the technical team. They know better than us, but sometimes they are not spot on. So I think it's a combination of having a very good selection of the first 11 and also the substitutes. So if you look at the game against Egypt, when some players came out like Rino Mota, sorry, Musendami, that's the time we started to have some challenges, and Egypt became more comfortable in their traditional style of play, and it ended up with a goal from Mohamed Salah. He was quiet the whole game until in extra time, it's injury time, where he scored a goal. And the same thing, they were relying on Mo Salah. Why we were not relying on Knowledge Musona as well? He was supposed to start the first game, and when he played against Angola, he played very well. And if we had Maswanise and Musona also, both players starting against Egypt and Angola, I believe we're going to score more goals. The only thing which we're failing here is to score more goals. We were playing very well, but we're not very good in scoring a lot of goals. And this is the reason why we crashed out. We were trying some experiments with Navaya, with Boni. It didn't work. And it was not supposed to be like that. Because at the AFCON, these competitions, there's no time for recovery. If you lose, you lose. And you'll be left with a one game. When we lost against Egypt, then we knew that against Angola is going to be a tough game. And we drew. And the pressure was piling up now against South Africa. And if we had managed to draw against Egypt, then we win against Angola, it was going to be a perfect start. But unfortunately, it was not like that. At the end of the day, we crashed out. But we cannot continue uh, doing like this. We need to improve. A lot of teams they're improving. A lot of countries they're playing better football. You can imagine how Mozambique is playing. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, and we cannot be below the standards of uh, of Mozambique. All right. So I don't know what you think, guys. You can keep on coming on in the comment section, and I'll be concluding this session. So, what do you think about the Warriors? What's the way forward? What Zifa should do to improve our football? I think we are going to have uh, some Africa Cup qualifiers starting again end of this year, and we don't know which group we are going to be. Are we going to qualify or no? Who is going to be the coach? Are we going to continue with Marinica or no? And if we have a new coach, are we going to have a long-term contract for the coach? So these are some of the issues which need to check if Zifa is going to do a much better job on this. All right, so thank you very much, guys. Those who have been here, Analisa Kawonde, who else? Mr. Raguzwa, Chinakizwa, Farai Mhlanga. Thank you very much, guys, and also those who didn't comment but they were here. Thank you very much. Don't forget to follow the page. You can go also on TikTok, 263 Sports News AW. You can go on YouTube, 263 Sports News AW. And very soon we are going to give you the WhatsApp channel where we'll be sharing some football news updates. And yeah, we are now in January 2026. Happy New Year to everyone. And we are getting closer to the start of the Castolaga Premier League, the new season. We have new teams, and we are going to give you some updates on these teams as well. And don't forget to know that Dynamos doesn't have a coach at the moment. So if you believe that you're a very good coach, you can apply for a coach position at Dynamos. That's my team, but a lot of people they think that I'm not a Dynamos fan because I'm always talking about Dynamos. So Dynamos is in uh, bad shape. They need to find sponsors. If they don't have money, I believe they are going to have some challenges again in the coming up season. I don't think they are going to be one of the teams uh, to perform better if they don't find sponsors. They need to find sponsors. They need to keep the players which they have right now. Unfortunately, some of them they have left already, but they lost Kelvin Kayintu to Hard Rock FC, and I believe that they are going to keep a lot of players with them so that they can compete. All right, so thank you very much. See you